All right. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakadash. Give double honors to the elder apostles of GMS in whom the truth resides. Peace and blessings be multiplied unto you, Akim. Just out here doing this truth for the love of the gospel and risking your lives, man. Also, a salutation to you, Aqua. May you be blessed in whatever Yahweh Shah may find your hands to do. This is Hashem YASHARAHLA from GMS Indiana camp. I was watching videos, man, and I came across this one, and it's funny because me and my son was contemplating about AIs, man, and all of these artificial intelligence robots that they have created, and then in the last 2 years, the influx of what do you call it? The Siri and the Echo, Amazon Echo, that they're putting in people's houses. Okay, and that's not by happenstance, because if you remember the movie I, Robot, they were, that's the same thing that they did in that movie. All right, but I'm gonna play this clip, man, because this is what happened in Japan. I got a few clips to play, man, because I want to hear some scriptures too. But yeah, man, this thing is actually real, man. These robots are actually. This incident happened in Japan. I'm gonna let you see a little bit of it. You brothers can get the link and log on to it. Hold on. I kind of went to the point, so because the guy was talking a lot of bullshit at the beginning. Here you go.
Typically, so get your tickets now. So I saw this video on Sam Tripoli, who's been on the show, my friend, who also has the podcast Tinfoil Hat and YouTube channel Tinfoil Hat. Check it out. Played this, and I was like blown away, so I did a little research. 29 people were killed by military robots. I'm sorry, what? So this woman who's basically I want to make sure I got her information right. She's a big whistleblower. And what she has done, Linda Moulton Howe, and she gives this hour-and-a-half speech that was published in September, which is pretty fantastic. I'll put the link to her entire article below because it's an hour and a half long. But I want to play you some excerpts from it. So what happened is, and you're going to hear her say it too, at this lab in Japan, they've been developing AIs, artificial intelligence, to use for the military. 4 of them went nuts and killed a bunch of people. I'm sorry, what? There's no way that happened. Well, yes, it did.
I received a phone call from a whistleblower in the intel world I've known for about a year and a half. He is an honorably discharged Marine, but he continues to work on contracts with the CIA, NSA, DIA agencies.
Good people.
I always keep notebooks all over my office, in my house, in the car, everywhere, so I can write down when I have a phone call that I can't record or I'm not in my studio to record. And so I wrote down this almost word for word. He told me, quote, at a top robotics company in Japan this week, 4 robots being developed for military applications killed 29 humans in the lab. And they did it by shooting what he called metal bullets. I didn't know there was any other kind. The scariest part is that lab workers deactivate.
Well, to be clear, there's rubber bullets, which they use in riot situations. So clearly they're already testing these robots, not only to just go out and kill, but to shoot rubber bullets in a riot situation or a protest. That's always the protesters got violent. We're going to so we don't want to put these cops in harm's way, we're going to put AI robots who also are shooting good old-fashioned regular bullets.
I received a phone call from a whistleblower.
All right, sorry.
In the intel world, I've known for about a year and a half.
I don't know how to...
He is an honorably discharged Marine, but he continues...
I don't know how to fast forward on this thing because I'm using Keynote, so I'll just mute that and talk a little bit. We'll get right back into it. But this is her telling the quote from this guy about
can write
the robots
down when I have a phone call that I can't record or I'm not in my studio to record. And so I wrote down this almost word for word. He told me, quote, "At a top robotics company in Japan this week, 4 robots being developed for military applications killed 29 humans in the lab. And they did it by shooting what he called metal bullets. I didn't know there was any other kind. The scariest part is that lab workers deactivated 2 of the robots, took apart the 3rd, but the 4th robot began restoring itself and somehow connected to an orbiting satellite to download information about how to rebuild itself even more strongly than before." And this next sentence, this is a quote. I'm writing this down. I've been doing this for years. This is serious shit, Linda, but you're never going to hear about this in the news. The robotics company has too much to lose, and governments want IA robot soldiers. Close quote.
Okay. All right. That's yeah. That's you guys can copy down the link, man. You can get more on this. Yeah, but like I said, we've been knowing about the robotic thing for a while. So but yeah, man, that sounds like some shit out of Terminator, man. You know. Okay, and then this other one I want to play. This guy, this shit is weird as hell. This dude
saw this very strange
check it out.
video about creating a homunculus. I just happened to accidentally come across this video. It's done by a Russian guy who was doing experiments. Now, these are some very disturbing experiments, okay? He takes a chicken egg and he injects human sperm into it. I know this is very weird, but he got this idea from a certain alchemist physician guy. I guess he's considered the father of toxology. He was living back in the 1500s and came up with this whole idea and said that it was a successful way of creating these strange miniature hybrid monsters. And it was basically a combination of human and chicken, and it's really weird stuff, okay? And we're going to watch this footage here, and you're going to be pretty creeped out, I think, about it. This guy freaks out and kills the thing after it comes out, okay? This is some really weird stuff, okay? Let's watch this. I'm going to skip around a little bit so you'll get kind of the idea, though. Let's start out here.
Сегодня я ставлю очередной эксперимент по созданию гомункула. Это уже 5-й по счету эксперимент. Первый у меня завершился частичной удачей, гомункул появился, но он оказался не очень жизнеспособным. 3 последующих эксперимента оказались неудачными совершенно, ничего не появилось. Я считаю, что мне повезло, что в первый раз у меня хоть что-то получилось, потому что иначе я, наверное, бы разочаровался в случайности. Ведь даже у супружеских это человеческое семя. На этот раз я решил воздержаться в течение некоторого времени, потому что подумал, вдруг семя не успевает созревать. На самом деле, вряд ли дело в этом, но... Итак, мы делаем отверстие. Это связано просто с тем, что в его время шприцов не было. Потому что там потеплее. Отверстие яйца мы заклеим пластырем. Так. Чтобы в какой-то степени оградить проникновение инфекции. На самом деле это, наверное, тоже большой роли не играет. Яйцо обладает собственным иммунитетом. теперь это яйцо будет у нас храниться в теплом месте в течение 40 дней. Ну, я надеюсь, что какой-то результат будет. Итак, прошло 40 дней. У меня есть большие надежды на то, что в этом яйце может оказаться что-то интересное, потому что внешних признаков гниения нет. Тоже почти нет. Посмотрим, что у нас там внутри. Так. Угу. Что-то интересное. Так, ну-ка. Угу. Так, ну что можно сказать? Ну, вроде бы он у нас мертвый. Здесь есть такое вот отверстие, вроде бы это похоже на рот. Ну, интересно. Движение появилось. Похоже, он пришел в себя. Любопытно. Блядь! Ну, теперь он точно мертв.
Alright.
Его так
Alright,
сильно
man. That's
раздавило,
it.
что я боюсь.
Man,
Уже невозможно понять.
Esau's goddamn devil, man. That's crazy. You know, that proves, man, that we're nothing like them, man. Two different fucking spirits. These motherfuckers are nuts, man. I can't even imagine. I mean, the shit Esau thinks about, man, is just his spirit is just his mind just stays on fucking wickedness. Who would ever think about injecting some sperm into an egg, man? That's crazy. All right, yeah, man. So, hey, man, but you know what? The spirit, the scripture says, man, the spirit in him is not upright, man. Okay, but the scripture says these things are gonna take place, man. Let me get I'm gonna get a few scriptures, man. This is Jeremiah 15. I'm gonna read all the way down. 15, 1 through 3. He said, then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be towards this people. Cast them out of my sight, and let them go forth. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such as for the sword to the sword, and such as for famine to the famine, and such as for the captivity to captivity. Right. So this is basically, this happened before already, and it's going to happen again, man. All right, because some of us went into captivity. All right, some of us are going to go be cast into prison when this martial law is declared. All right, some's going to die towards a famine. All right, some's going to it's going to be, well, the next part is going into the wild beast. All right. He said, and I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beast of the earth to devour and to destroy. All right, and the beast of the earth, man, could very well be these AIs that's created. Okay, because I looked up the word beast. The etymology, it says century 1200 beast, one of the lower animals, opposite to man, especially a 4-footed animal, also a marvelous creature, a monster. All right, mermaid, werewolf, llama, limb. I can't pronounce that. They say Lamastrea, the beast of the apocalypse, all right, a brutish or stupid man, of Old French, beast, animal, wild beast, figuratively, fool, idiot. 11th century, modern French, beta, from vulgar Latin, beast, from Latin, besta, beast, wild animal, which is of the unknown origin. All right. All right. So just like that thing he just recreated, man. We didn't know what that was, man. That's just some shit he came up with, man. You know, I mean, who the man? This shit is getting crazy, man. But like I said, man, that's all the more reason why we need a savior, man. All right, we need to be delivered up out of this place. All right, we need YASHARAHLA, man. All right. Oh shit, what I do? Okay, yeah, this is Wisdom of Solomon, and I'm gonna start at 15 because the Lord YASHARAHLA created beasts for when they was in the wilderness, man. All right. Wisdom of Solomon 11 and 15. Yeah, I'm gonna start at 15. He said, "But for the foolish devices of their wickedness, rather wherewith being deceived, they worship serpents void of reason and vile beasts. Thou didst send a multitude of unreasonable beasts upon them for vengeance." All right. So the Lord allows Esau to come up with all of this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And that uses instruments of vengeance, man, for the children, for us, for the other nations, and for our people. All right. He said 16. And because yeah, in Jeremiah, man, the dogs to tear. Because hey, what does Jake do, man? Jake he breeds pit bulls. All right, he goes find straight pit bulls, man, and train his pit bulls to train on innocent pit bulls, man. All right, so these dogs are bred for tear. And guess what? When them owners are not able to feed them dogs, who do you think they're gonna go on, man? They're going to turn on the owners, or if they get loose and the owner's not home, guess what? They're going to be used for somebody else. So it's going to be many ways. I mean, it's going to be, you got to show 1,000 ways to die. There's going to be 1,000,000 ways to die in that day. All right, verse 16. That they might know that wherewithal a man sinneth, by the same also shall he be punished. For the almighty hand that made the world of matter without form, wanted not armed means to send among them a multitude of bears or fierce lions, or unknown wild beasts full of rage, newly created, breathing out either a fiery vapor or filthy scents of scattering smoke, and shooting horrible sparks out of their eyes, whereof not only the harm might dispatch them at once, but also the terrible sight utterly destroyed them. So yeah, man. So hey, YASHARAHLA is I got all of this stuff in his plans, man. This stuff is all in the works. Okay. So hey, man, the only thing we can do, man, is hey, we got to pray and ask YASHARAHLA, man, to have mercy on us. All right. Hopefully that we're part of that elect, man, part of that number. Okay, because, man, bro, this thing is, hey, that's going to be a terrible thing to be eaten alive, man. Shit. Hey, you think famine is something, man? Shit, I can't imagine none of that, being eaten alive or famine. All right, this is 2nd Ezra 16:1. He said, "Woe be unto thee, Babylon, and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloth of sack, and hair bewald your children. All right, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back?" All right, and that sword is what Esau's modern day weapon, man, is that nuclear fire, and the gun, man, Glocks, whether it be AKs, M16s, whatever, man, knives. All right. He said, and a sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? All right. A fire is sent upon you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? All right. And the only one's going to drive them away, man, is Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. If you're of the elect. All right. There's no other way, man. You have to, hey, that's why it's imperative that the apostles tell us, man, hey man, gird up yourselves as men, man. Study these scriptures, man. Do what you're supposed to be doing, man. We know the way to salvation, man, because we're practicing it. All right, and that's the only thing we can basically do, man. Salvation is of Israel, man. All right, this is No, I don't think I want one. This is Psalms 37, man, because this is all we can do, bro. All right, yeah, It's 37:7. All right, he said, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Right, and that's Esau in a nutshell, man. Okay, yeah, man, because, hey, these AIs, man, all of this thing is by creation. As soon as I seen those series, my sister ran out and got one of them damn things, and I stay with her when I'm in Indianapolis, and, she was playing with it, asking all type of questions. Oh, yeah, watch this. I'm sitting there, like, nodding my head, like, I hate to, but she got rid of it since because she experienced it cutting on, like I said, there's videos on it, man. You can YouTube it or Google it. It's videos on it, man. Those in-house, they call them, I forgot what they call them, home aids or whatever. But you ask it questions and tell it to cut on the radio. But they got different incidents. One lady said hers had cut on one time and it was doing something. And she asked it, said, Siri, what are you doing? And it said, learning new things. And the lady was like, well, I ain't tell you to do that. And it cut itself off. So Esau doesn't, he don't look at the outcome of making things. I did a video a while back on when he creates something, he never looks at the damage that it causes long term. He just creates it for, like I said, for money or for gain. I think that video was on plastics. Plastic takes like 150 years to dissolve, man. But he does it. He created it just because it was a more efficient and cheaper way to sell goods, to sell liquids, waters, and he did it for poisoning. You get BPA from certain plastics. Okay, but I hope you brothers was edified, man. We give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Ruach HaKadosh. Peace and blessings to all you Akim out there, man, that's preaching this truth. Shalom.